So I'm going to show you how to input progress reports once every 9 weeks. Remember, progress reports are based off of biweekly progress monitoring data. It is not based off of any guesses or estimating how a student is performing on their IEP goals. So the first thing you do, of course, is you log in and you will see your login screen. You will have a caseload of students. In this case, I have added one student just for the purpose of sharing this information with you. You're going to click on Wizards. When you click on Wizards, you will see the pop-up box. You will click on Progress Report. You will only be able to put a progress report for students who you serve. So you're going to see all of your students listed under the check all and check none. If you want to do it one student at a time, you would click one student at a time. Otherwise, you can do group progress reports. You come up here, and the reporting periods are as such. Reporting period 1 is quarter 1. Reporting period 2 is quarter 2. 3 and 4, so on and so forth. It is the reporting periods of the school year, not the reporting periods or quarters of the IEP, because the IEPs are completed at different times throughout the year. So if it's a brand new ARD that has been completed, you're not going to start over with reporting period 1 if you are in quarter 3. You will start with reporting period 3. I hope that makes sense. So for this, I'm going to click on reporting period 1. And then I'm going to click check all or check none. In this case, it's going to be check all. And I'm going to click continue. Now, of course, this is a student who already is in our system. So you will see information is already there. What you're going to do is you're going to click on the status. The status needs to be a percentage. And the reason I am requesting a percentage is because in this instance, it's 8 out of 10. Progressing doesn't mean anything to me, nor does it mean anything to the parent. So, of course, you have introduced. Introduced is only going to be used if you just introduced it and you don't have any progress monitoring data. Not progressing is the same thing. You don't have enough data to give it a percentage. And then the other one that you would utilize is mastered. We're not going to utilize progressing simply because, like I said, it doesn't give enough information. So once you choose your percentage, so 8 out of 10 is 80%. So you're going to choose a percentage. If you are already at 80%, then that student has mastered that IEP goal. After you choose your percentage, then you're going to add in your narrative. That is areas that they're doing well and areas that they need to develop. Then the same thing comes down here for the objectives. You are going to utilize the percentage, not progressing or even maintaining. Now, if you notice, you can only go up to 50% of an objective. When you go past that, so it's 4 out of 5 or 8 out of 10 and 4 out of 5 trials, if it is more than 50%, then that student ultimately has mastered that objective. So please keep in mind, we are still utilizing the percentages unless it's something that you just introduced or they are not progressing. We will not use progressing, but we will use mastered. So there are no narratives that are required for objectives. You're going to do the same thing for each area of need. There are a couple of different options that you can complete when you get down here. Because you guys will be working with multiple service providers, you are not going to finalize any progress report. You are either going to update and move to the next student. You're going to just update the database because you only wanted to do that student, or you're going to create a draft progress report and move to next student. A draft will then allow you to go look at documents and it will show you exactly what it looks like in draft form. So I will create a draft for you to see. Your campus coordinators are the only ones who will be able to finalize progress reports. Once progress reports are finalized, they will shoot you an email or a text or however they choose to communicate with you to let you know that you can print out the progress reports for your students. It is going to be your responsibility to print out the progress reports for your students and place them in their files and make sure they get sent home. So I'm going to click Create Draft Progress Report. Now, as you can see, progress report I can look at in draft form, and that's ultimately what you're going to see. You're going to see the goal, the status, the narrative, and how they're doing on the objectives. Let me know if you have any questions.